I do this what I commanded straight from the Bible. Wake up my people. My people. Wake up my I said come Yasha Allah. Come Yasha Allah. Come Yasha Allah. I do this from my peoples. Our Father, our Father, our Father, hallowed be thy name. Our Father, our Father, our Father, hallowed be thy name. Hallowed